Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel called Business Channel. In this channel, we discuss everything that has to do with the business, the successes, the failures, and everything in between. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about kids entertainment services business. There's a number of people mainly on Facebook, who've been asking me about the business, how to start it, what you need, and stuff like that. So this video is dedicating to that. It's gonna be in different episodes. So this is episode 1, which is getting started. So let's get into it. Okay, so I already did a video on how to start a business. I did a video on starting a kids entertainment business, and in that video I talked generally on how to get registered and stuff like that. So I will link that in the description box, or I will put a tag, whatever, over here. So when people are starting the kids entertainment services, they start either with decor, or they start with inflatables. Some who have enough cash just start with everything. So I'm gonna talk mostly on starting with inflatables because that's what I am currently doing. But if you want to start with decor, you will need things like tables, your chairs, or maybe pallets, pillows, tablecloths, stuff like that. But I'm mostly going to focus on starting with inflatables because it's what I am doing. The first thing you are going to need is the inflatables. So your inflatables would be your jumping castle, your water slide, maybe a pool. A pool can be the one that you inflate, or it can be those ones that you have to assemble with with stills and stuff like that. But the one that I have is the one that you have to pump, and then it holds its shape and balance with the water. So my inflatables, I first bought a jumping castle, and my jumping castle is 3M by 3M, and it costed me 7,000 rands. And then the water slide was 2 meters by 8 meters, and then it costed me around 6,500 rands, and I had to pay a courier of about plus 1,000 rand, because the company that I bought from was based in Pretoria. So I had to pay that courier, and then that made a capital cost of like 4,500 rands plus. And then I bought my inflatables from Renee's Jumping Castles. I am not sure if they are black owned. Unfortunately, I didn't check that, but every time I was searching where I can buy jumping castles, they popped up. So that gave me the idea that maybe they are reliable. And so I bought for them, and I didn't really have anyone whom I can ask or talk to. So I had to figure it out myself. So I bought for them, and they took like three days from my day of payment to actually deliver my stuff. Like how they work is that if they have the size that you want available, then they take like 3 days to deliver. But if they still have to manufacture it, of course it's gonna take longer. And then if you want to know, I sent them an email, and then they responded with that email. So that's when they sent me the quotation, and then I made the payment, and then they confirmed. I sent the proof of payment, they confirmed, and then they sent me a tracking number. And then within 3 days I received my order. Okay, and another important thing you're gonna need is a car or a bakkie. Okay, for me, I have a car, so I just used my car, and I didn't get a bakkie because I didn't have the money for the bakkie, and I didn't have the money to hire out bakkie from other people. So I just used my car. But if you are interested in getting your own transportation, I would suggest you get a bakkie, because with a small car, it makes it difficult for you to grow. So let's say you start with the Jamie Castle and the Waterslide, and then you want to move also into decoration. It makes it difficult to do that because my car cannot fit a pallet, cannot fit chairs, cannot fit tables. If I do that, I'm damaging my car, and I'm also going to end up damaging the products, and at the same time it's just unsafe. I might even end up getting a ticket. So it's making me growing my business a bit difficult because I don't have enough space in the car to carry the stuff. So I would suggest you get a Bakki. Or if you do not have your own Bakki, you can have a contract with someone to say that when you are booked, they hire you out the Bakki for that day, or you do it in a monthly basis in whatever way you agree on with the person who has the Bakki. But I suggest a Bakki. And another thing that you're going to need is assistance. It is very easy to set up a Jamie Castle and a Waterslide. However, especially when you are a female who is as small as me, you do need someone to help you to pick up the units, to put them in the car and take them out of the car. You can do the setup on your own, but to take out the stuff in the car and then to put them back in the car, that becomes very difficult. So you will need people to assist you, maybe more than 1 or 2 people to assist you. I say more than one so that if the other person is doing something else that day that you are booked, you know at least you have a backup of a person that you could use to help you when you are booked. And then for the payment of your assistance, I would say it depends on how much you can afford and how frequent your bookings come in and the amount that they are willing to accept. I was lucky enough that I was being assisted by my sister, so she didn't really expect like a full-on stipend payment, but just something to say thank you for helping me in a way. And then I give her for every booking. So when we get booked and we deliver, and then I give her the money then, and then again for another booking. I don't keep it for the entire month, because what if I only get booked once in that month, that type of thing. So you then gonna need to put out ads. Okay, so your ad it could be on social media, it could be flyers, it could be word of mouth, whatever. So on your ad, especially if you're doing flyers, you're gonna need pictures of the product. You're gonna need to include your pricing. You're gonna need to include your contact details and include where you are based. Like if you are based in King, just say you are based in King or East London or whatsoever, because that also goes into people deciding whether or not they're gonna use your service. And then you're also gonna need to post that on social media. So what you do is, once you get your inflatables, just inflate them wherever you are, at your home, wherever, and then take pictures of them. You can have your neighbors' kids jump on them, whatever, so you can have pictures, because remember, you don't have booking yet, you're just starting. So you can call your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, just anyone who's around to jump on them, take pictures, and then those are the pictures you're going to use for your advertising before you get clients. So you're gonna use those pictures. And then you're also gonna set up your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, and your WhatsApp. And then you're also gonna post the pictures there. I always encourage people to include their prices when they are making ads, because I don't know, people compare prices. Even if you don't put your prices, they're still gonna call you and ask for your price, and then say, I'm gonna get back to you. And then they may even end up going with someone else. So I include my prices so that if they call me knowing that they're checking for a date. If I'm available, we don't have to go through all the thing of asking for your price or saying, oh no, it's too much, it's too low, or whatever. They already know before they even call me. An example of an ad could be something like this. Don't know if you can see it. So I have my company name over here. I have my units over here and the prices, and then over here is just, this is an ad for a special. I just have what the special is. I have my contact details, and then I have the details that go into the special, but you won't need to have these details that go into a special if you're not running a special, you know. You're also gonna need to get a uniform. Now when you're starting, your uniform does not have to be on the get-go t-shirts with company logo or whatsoever. If you don't have that money yet, you can just decide that with the person that you are gonna go with to deliver the stuff, you just maybe wear black, you wear white or whatever. Just wear something uniform, be neat, be clean, be presentable. And then when you have the money, you can then go and make t-shirts with your logo or whatever thing you want to wear as your uniform. But if you don't have that kind of money yet, you can just decide on a color, and then you know that when we're delivering, we're wearing black jeans with a white t-shirt, or we're wearing a green t-shirt with blue jeans, whatever colors that you want to use for your business. I got my t-shirts printed I bought my t-shirt at Gem. I got them printed at Vulindlela Media House. I think it's either Vulindlela Printers or Vulindlela Media House, between those two names, for those who are based in King. And then that costed me plus minus 500 rands for buying the t-shirt at Gem and also getting the printing, because I also had to pay 100 rand for them to take my logo and put them in their printing system. I don't know how that works, but I had to pay 100 rand for that, and it's once off, because now that I'm printing again, I didn't have to pay the 100 rand because they already had my logo in their system. My leg is dying. Oh my goodness. Okay, so another thing that you are going to need, this is something you should decide on before you even purchase your inflatables, is storage. For me, I store my things at home because it's free. Like, it's free, and I know that they are guaranteed, they are safe. So you can either store them at your home, at your place, your mother's house, or if you have an office that you're working in, you can store them there at the office. But I suggest you minimize cost as much as possible, but always ensure that you keep your inflatables in a space that is safe, that is dry, that is easy to access. I say and then a lot. Okay, little things that you are going to need when you are running this business. One, you're gonna need anchors. I'm gonna insert a picture of anchors somewhere here. So for a jamming castle, you're gonna need 4 anchors, for one for each corner. And then for the water slide, you need 2 anchors, because you only anchor the start, and then the bottom part gets anchored by the water that stays in the pond. Going to need an extension cord. You're gonna need a hose. It's up to you if you are going to hire out the extension and the hose, or you're just gonna use them when you are delivering your things. For me, I don't hire out the extension. I just carry it just in case the person I'm delivering to doesn't have an extension, or their extension is not long enough. And I also bring with me the hose just in case the person's tap is too far away from where we're going to set up the water slide, and their pipe is not long enough, so we can just connect with mine. Or if they don't have it at all, I know we're just gonna use mine. And you're gonna need a hammer, of course, to hammer down the anchors. It's not cute to arrive, set up, and then you're asking for tools from your customers. It just looks unprofessional, and it's not cute at all. So it's always better to just bring your own stuff, and always carry with you a cloth, a bottle with soap water, just in case something happened and your castle is not as clean as you thought, which is another important thing to do. But we'll cover that in episode 2, to make sure that before you go and deliver anyway, your staff are working and they are clean. And another important thing that you're going to need when you're running this business is data. It's a smartphone, it's airtime. Because majority of clients, if I'm being honest with you, they come from social media, especially Facebook. So they come from there, and you're gonna need airtime. You're gonna need data to stay online and advertise and communicate with your potential clients. Keep your page active. You're gonna need airtime to call back, because when you are running this business, you get a lot of calls. You may find that you have missed calls, and then you have to call back those numbers because they might be potential clients. So you need airtime for that, and you need airtime to get back to clients. You need airtime to send SMSs to clients and respond to clients via SMSs, because some clients call for booking, some send SMSs, some send WhatsApp, and some just respond on Facebook, and some DM you on Instagram. So you need to be ready for those kind of things. To do benchmarking, it's very important to do benchmarking, just to go out and see what other people are doing out there, so you can get a feel of what to expect. And also when it comes to pricing, just get a feel of what existing companies around you are charging, so that you don't charge way above what is considered the market price, or way below what is considered the market price. Also take into consideration the people you are targeting. How much can they afford, and how much are they willing to pay for? And also, are you going to be charging them per day or for certain hours and stuff like that? But that will be episode 3 of this series. And for this video, we are done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do the most. If there's anything that you'd like me to cover or explain further on, sorry, please leave a comment down below, and I will either respond there, or I will create a video for that, depending on how much information is required for me to clarify that question for you. And remember, never say no to a crown.